Ross, talk about big wins. Probably don't come much bigger than that. Beating title chasing AFC Fylde 1-0, had to battle, kept a clean sheet. In football terms, it's almost like the perfect day when you talk about hard work.
Yeah, it was a good game. We had to work hard for it. We didn't probably play our great stuff in possession. I thought our shape was really good. I thought we frustrated them a lot. I felt they changed a little bit of their shape, um, which affects us a little bit. But then I thought the boys dug in deep to keep on going, to keep working hard, and it's a great result. Clean sheet's massive, but we had a few opportunities to affect the goal a little bit better than what we did. So could have been a different score, but they're a top team. They're playing a great manner. They had a lot of possession. We knew that would happen. We told the boys to be ready for that. The shape was really good. The front boys pressed and kept their shape well. The midfield boys were solid, and the defenders done their job. So Johnny at the end collecting two at the air really takes the pressure off you. But real good team performance, good win, clean sheet, 3 points. It's a good day.
Yeah, when you look at the highlights back, you probably think, what are you talking about? It was a good game. But it was a good game. And there's a lot of stuff that the players did, like the yards that they ran, the interceptions they make, that won't make the highlights, like real, if you like, but were so important.
Yeah, there wasn't much in possession stuff. There's a few passages that we played quite well. Um, I'd probably say more defensively, it's really good to watch this one back and look at the distances, look at the shape, look at the endeavour, look at the attitude to work and run hard. And the boys will be sore today because they covered some real distance. I thought everyone was stood up to be counted. I thought we had to defend for large periods, and we knew that. We knew the boys had to dig in with their shape. So really pleased with that. Would have been easy just to give up at the end and fold because of the pressure. But, you keep standing up, you keep defending, keep squeezing the box, keep getting to people, keep stopping crosses, keep making blocks. And the goal was a really well taken goal. So we had a few counter-attacks, a few mini counter-attacks that we probably should do better with. But overall, really pleased with the performance. Everyone's done a big shift today, and the 3 points are massive.
I remember speaking to Andy Ballard probably a couple of years ago now, but I've always remembered what he said. He said there's no result in football better than a 1-0 because it shows you've worked hard, you've won, and you've kept a clean sheet. Today, is that something that you agree with?
Yeah, considering we didn't have much possession, to get something out of the hard work, we've not had that in recent weeks. We worked ever so hard and got nothing out of it. Today is a prime example. If you keep going, keep doing the basics well, if you keep with it, you keep backing up your teammates, and you keep running hard, and you keep pressing, and you keep your shape, you normally get something out of it. And today is a massive reward. So the boys will be stiff, but it does feel better when you get 3 points under your belt.
You also get something out of it if you take your chances. And both teams had chances, probably half chances really. In hindsight, you look back at it, and both keepers made some stops, but they were fairly, standard but important stops for both. But we took our chance, didn't we? And we won that, and that's nice to see after the first half of the season when perhaps we weren't.
Yeah, we had a couple of chances, a couple of half chances. I think O'Shea's had one. I think Alfie Pott had one first half. We had worked it from switch of play really good. Couple of bits in and around the box. We had a couple of crosses in there. I think O'Shea could have got his head on one of them. DJ Sturridge had a 1v1 and sort of fell over the ball a little bit. But we had a couple of half chances, but I think the most important one was the Ewan Clark one. He'd done it in the previous game, sort of 1v1, nice and calm, finds the back of the net. And when you've been working so hard to have that clarity and that calmness to put the ball into the goal, it's a real skill. So big credit to Ewan, but the boys who provided that, who won the ball back in a little mini counter-attack. So everyone played their part today. Really important that everyone did. They were a top team, Fylde. We knew that. We knew they were going to play some really good stuff. We knew that they were going to try and play through us, and we tried to deny that as much as possible, which I thought we did. And on the flip side, we just dug in and kept on working, and we got the 3 points.
Yeah, hard working and endeavour. It was really good to watch from the sidelines just to see that. Which, to be fair, we do every week. But in terms of going forward now, that game, you're going to have your battle scars, both mentally and physically. A few people have had a few bumps. I mean, Alfie Potter took a whack, and they're probably the same as well. Going into Tuesday's match against Hereford and then South Shields here on Saturday, it's a really strong performance to go into those two games with. But now the difficult part comes with managing the players.
Yeah, they'll be sore today. But we just said as staff, every player, you've got to be feeling like that every game. You've got to run through the walls. And I thought I did that today. We'll pick it apart Sunday, Monday. We'll make sure the boys are looked after ahead of Tuesday. But the full focus today was Fylde. So we'll see what the boys are like tomorrow. We'll see what they're like on Monday. We'll pick a team ready to go and put another performance against Hereford.
You know what it's like after the game. You put your phone on, you look at the scores. There'll be a few teams that will be looking at this result going, flipping hell, Fylde should have done us a favour today. We've kind of upset the apple cart a bit in terms of that result. But how important is it that we use that momentum to keep going forward now?
Yeah, we've had some really positive results, some good performances. Trying to back it up with like a double header, a win and a win would be nice. I think the most important thing is the performance today. So we've been quite heavy this week in terms of analysing and picking apart our training, picking apart games and picking apart the opposition and putting it all together. I thought it came together really well. So we've got loads of good evidence to show them from the work we've done in the week, and just to show that when we do stick together and when we keep our shape and when we work hard and we counter and we go with energy and enthusiasm, we can score goals and keep clean sheets. So real good one for the players to reflect on and to watch it. As I said, wasn't the best in possession game. We didn't have large periods of the ball, but I thought we used it wisely when we did have it, and we got the goal that I thought we deserved.
Final one from me. 3 debutants today making the full debut. Johnny Maxted in between the sticks, Aaron Harper-Bailey at the back, and also Evan Humphreys, who signed this week. I thought all 3 had pretty solid matches.
Yeah, I thought it did. First half, the wind was a big factor. I thought it took us probably 12, 13, 40 minutes to adjust to it with a flight of the ball. But 3 players who have not had too much time with us come straight in. I thought Johnny was brilliant, second half especially. First half with the wind, it's always difficult for the back line and goalies to get any momentum or get the ball up the pitch quickly. I thought second half he came out and really showed us what he's about, and that's why we signed him. He took the pressure off us. He comes out and gets those 2 crosses. Exactly what you need. Experienced pro coming in, taking the pressure off, easing the game down. And I thought Aaron done really well as well. And there's a bit after the game that we'll address with the referees. So that sort of clouded a real performance from Aaron. So I was quite disappointed to hear about that. But I thought Evan came in and hit the ground running. Now, got to manage him slightly. It's his first game with us, the intensity as well. But I thought the minutes he was on the pitch was superb.
Ross, as ever, thank you very much for your time and well done.
Cheers.